This was a guy that at his start, his first job was a cook at a Jack in the Box in Culver City, California, and paid for his USC education, his undergrad, with scholarships, merit scholarships, and working. So you cannot criticize Mark Stevens for how he got there. The dude who's a cook at a Jack in the Box and paid his way through USC, ended up going to Harvard Business School and just was a brilliant venture capitalist or ahead of his time and got into the ground floor with a lot of unbelievable companies in Silicon Valley to build his worth $2.3 billion. He's married, has 3 kids. This is a guy that you'd be like, wow, amazing, amazing life. Can you imagine being a cook at a Jack in the Box once upon a time, then sitting courtside for an NBA Finals game because you are a partial owner of the Warriors and acting like that? You know, it'd be one thing if this was a trust fund kid that had never worked a day in his life and daddy had given him the business, or if this was one of the Lacob kids or one of the ownership or higher executive, one of their kids that, again, had just kind of fallen into courtside seats and was completely entitled, had no idea about this kind of division between those of massive wealth and those that did not have that wealth, and would sit courtside and have kind of no idea about how unbelievable that experience is and how appreciative and grateful you could be and should be, and how you should just appreciate these players going all out because this is their championship, and Kyle Lowry is desperately seeking a title in the fourth quarter of an NBA Finals game and doing everything that he can. But instead, this dude is so annoyed by the effort of Kyle Lowry that he dares get into his little fishbowl over there, that he pushes him. Shoves him away. The worst part about this story is that Mark Stevens, once upon a time, would have killed to have those seats and would have been a kid in a candy store if, when he was a cook at a Jack in the Box, you told him, you know what? Down the road, you're going to be able to afford being courtside of the NBA Finals. You think that kid would have shoved Kyle Lowry because he jostled his beer? Of course not. And that really is the trap here, that you can lose yourself completely in being a jackass just by entitlement of wealth and assuming that you're more important than you actually are. I found that fascinating. Man, how can you lose perspective that much? How could you not just pinch yourself and go, I'm courtside at the finals. My God, Kyle Lowry's diving into me. This is incredible. I can't believe I get to be here. But instead, it's you feel like you're so important, you get to shove the player because how dare you come into my world? Whew. That's embarrassing for Mark Stevens on so many levels.